Alright, so here today, I really wanted to talk about this because I think out of most of the games that I have played, like thoroughly through most of the games that I have played, this collaboration, when we had it, was one of the greatest collaborations ever. Sadly, during the time of the collab being launched, I wasn't able to cover the content I wanted to because I was kind of focusing, playing a crap ton of Black Clover Mobile, because that just had launched, and I was like, alright, I want to sort of upload this videos on this game, but cover that game at the same time, and it became a thing where I was already uploading 2 videos a day, where I didn't want to, like, you know, kind of spam out videos on Tower of God for whatever reason, so I scrapped it, right? I basically didn't upload any of my showcases or anything, but I want to show you what happened during this collaboration, and why I think this game, when new collabs release, I will say they're going to be the greatest collabs ever. You know why? Because this. In my little teammates area over here, free to play, by the way, right? Free to play in a way, of everything that I got, it was like, theoretically it was saved up, so I will be honest here, for a little bit of time, right? It's because, like, we kind of had the idea collabs were coming, and I already wasn't summoning, correct? Because, like, the last character that I summoned for technically on this account was at the time Edon, right? Edon released, and that was the character that I chased. So since Edon onwards, because we had information the collab was coming around the corner, I then saved. I saved everything. I saved about up until the point of the release of the collab 90,000 suspendium, which, by the way, is a lot of suspendium. Then, subsequent of that, I actually grinded a crap ton. I went through all my characters here. So, for example, I went through Evan. I clicked like the proficiency. I maxed out his thing here. I tried getting rapport on every single character. Like, if you go through my box, I've used up until this area here on every character to get some more quick suspendium to get characters. And what I ended off with, I was very proud of, actually, right? I have my one character over here, which I didn't get a finished building. All the characters are going to be poorly built. In a way, right? It was just mainly a few days of actually playing during this event, but rapport I maxed out, proficiency I maxed out, and the dupes that I got, I'm actually very proud of. This is what I got for the character, not maxed out, sadly, but I still think that for whatever it is, this character will help me a lot, and just be good for here and there use in the future. And for bosses, she's actually very strong. Though people keep saying that she is a very mid character, I think that, sadly, out of the bunch, Shane was the one that just didn't do the best for me, but for what it is on tower and whatever, here and there she does hit. When she can bypass some of the gimmicks that she is a wonderful character for the green team, and I think that this was a perfect collab to release to give that green team buffs, and I think that they are a wonderful team, and I think that in the future, if any buffers for green pop up, potential is there. Really, it is. So for what it is, I walked away with 4 of this on the orange tab. Again, I could have gone farther theoretically, but it's just, it didn't work out, correct? The reason that I stopped summoning also, like, I had suspendium, I could have kept going. The reason I stopped is because my last 2 rotations were just bad. They were just bad, right? I got barely any Shanes, I got barely any Yuns, or what is it, Yunhi, or however you say it. I barely got anything, so that's when I tapped out. But when I tapped out, basically was when I maxed them out. I maxed them out officially, and then I'm like, all right, there's no point to continue onwards, because it's like, I have to pull 10 of these to get 1 SSR plus, which I think they have to lower that a lot. It should be 5 of these, not 10, not 10 at all. That's like moronic, but again, who am I? But this is what I got my character to. Again, I got her maxed out here. I didn't get to build her, correct? I didn't even get to up her thing over here, which I have to. So I have to enhance this and use up the currency that I have. Then over here, this is what the character got to. Again, didn't get to build as much, but yes, that's what she's at. She's maxed out. And if you still want to see, like, the green team building, I'm more than happy to release those videos after I build these characters and, like, perfectly, you know, kind of like redo them now that time has progressed. But for what it is, I do like how these characters are, though they're not gonna be like the best characters. I think that the highlight of the update really is the SSR plus, and her more so. Shane is good. It's just, she's like situational, I would say, right? I think that any character, like, and I really think that this carrier system, being the ignition weapons, really gave help to the brawler characters and characters of this sort. Yet they're still gonna, like, fall off a little bit, but I do think that she is pretty solid, and I was happy with whatever progression I got. And I had some screenshots, which I will try to pop up on screen, though it might not work. I'll see if I can find them. But I had some great damage with this character, so I was super happy with my investment for whatever it was. And basically, free to play, I did very good. And I maxed out 2 collab characters. I can never say that for any game that I've played. I've never maxed out a collab character in any game I've played. I maxed out both of them, correct? And then also like 300, 400, 450, right? After everything, 450 free summons was insane to me. And then being able to get the SSR plus basically, like, we'll say 3/4 of the way there. I absolutely had a blast with this collaboration. And if they were to, you know, in the future release any collaboration, I think that this game will do it right. And if anything, I'm just hoping this wasn't because it's their IP. They made sure to treat it right. I hope that when a character, or when I collab like, let's say FMA collabs, right? That's a collab that Number just did, being Full Metal Alchemist. Let's say that happens. I hope they give the same love and support they gave this collaboration. The storyline was pretty solid. I liked it. A little bit fun. Seeing the characters merge with this universe, similar to Grand Cross, right? Which I hope these in the future learn that those stories are so like what is the word, like necessary for the community to see them. It's beautiful, right? But here it was a great story. The event itself was also wonderful on the aspect of rewards, giving away Shane for free, giving away on the login a free copy of the character at the very end, giving away all those free summons. Like, players felt good summoning on this entire collab. And for what I did, I spent altogether, just so you know, around 140k suspendium, and the rest were the collab tickets, and that is what it is. I don't know how many rotations I did in the end. I won't even tell you because I just don't have a number. But in the end, I made it very far, and I'm happy to say I at least got this character to orange, and I maxed out these two over here. So for me, it was a definite win of the collaboration. At the end of the day, also, like, because of all of my summons, if I go over here to bag, I think I have a crap ton of soul stones to also open. Yeah, only 2, but close to 3, which I can open for you real quick if you want to see them. We'll do one by one. So here. This is like the standard one. Yeah, it's just the standard one. Let's see. And it's okay, not bad. Gyara's not bad. One more, and it's okay. Yeah, so I had 2 of these. I also like how they did like the rate system. It does, like, even though you're not getting per se good stuff, I think that the crystals and everything are pretty solid to have. Like, I have so many crystals that I have to up this thing over here in Triessence. I have so many of that currency, and it was just a good system, right? And the system that I didn't get to cover that like really got overshadowed was the black market. And given like my collab summons went wonderful, with all of this system too, even though I'm not talking about it, is a wonderful system actually. Like, this system, while it launched for the collaboration, just got overshadowed again. But this was 10 out of 10. If you weren't spending your suspendium on that event, you can spend your suspendium here and absolutely have a blast and just push and push and push to actually getting proper SSR pluses. And again, remember, you can change the team and request here, and then I think, what is it, a permanent thing? Like, it guarantees it. That's what happens. It's like a 10 out of 10 system. This is like literally a 10 out of 10 system. So for whatever it is, both these things, everything they launched in the collaboration update was just freaking well done. And I'm telling you, in the future, I think that this game really mastered whatever it is as a collab. And again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm gonna get jumped on in the comments here for whatever reason being. Like, I'm definitely wrong about what I'm saying here, but I think for what they did, it definitely was a very, very good collaboration. And at a good time. They told you like 3 months prior to the collaborations coming, so you were ready for it. You had all that time to prep your suspendium for the future of the game. Most likely, I'll try to save my suspendium here and there. Maybe when like a SSR Plus launches, I might, like, you know, push the black market to the point where I can pull the character. Then maybe pull some dupes of the character. Like, that's my only goal for suspendium nowadays. But I will never use suspendium again when it comes to like the control center and being the main summons tab. I will not be using it. I'll just use these summons because, again, we get so many of them anyways. I already have 100 here, and I've been saving for just a little bit of time. Like, I was spending them currently throughout the event also because I wanted to push out some of these characters here, which are just miserable. I know, don't laugh at me, but for what it is, very good collaboration. I think they absolutely cooked, and I do hope for the future that they bring some great IPs. I did see a lot of people getting very mad that they chose the Seven Knights IP. Again, for me, I'm not going to say like it was an issue. I definitely knew that this is a Netmarble thing, that they'd like to do like OC characters. They like to do their own characters to kind of collaborate for their own game. I just hope their second collab is like a big IP. So players are like, okay, if you want to sprinkle in your own IP, go for it. If you want to sprinkle in a big IP, go for it. It's like a fun thing, right? So I do hope when we do get our next collaboration, which I will say is probably within the next 4 months, yeah, we might find out on the New Year's stream. They announce a collaboration because that's how they are. They do on Grand Cross like 3 collabs a year. So given we've gotten it like, you know, a little bit ago, you'll give it like 3 or 4 months, you'll see another one. That's literally Netmarble, right? So keep that in mind. Thanks for watching. Quick little video here. Hope you enjoyed it. I just want to talk about one of the probably the best collabs I have ever played when it comes to gachas, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know your opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.